Ki-hun's hideaway hotel is suddenly unlocked and open to anyone looking to start their vacation with some pre-Squid Gaming. Convenient elevator that keeps the number of the floor it stopped on long enough so that the person trying to track you down sees it is convenient. Add, can fire extinguishers explode if I need to use one to break down a door, to my weirdly specific Google research history. At this point, my response to the FBI when they inevitably raid my home will be, what took you so long, and by any chance did the fire extinguisher explode when you used it to knock my door in? How does Woo-suk know this? Did the salesman whisper the location of their meeting to him for some reason? Also, why is he there? Why is he even alive? How did the salesman get him there? The salesman doesn't have a car because he took a taxi last episode. Did he just lead him across town on a leash? I have questions. Woo-suk will now knock out the man who just f***ing saved his life with a fire extinguisher for Gi-hun, who once again he has never actually f***ing met. Cursing out a dead man, or at the very least, cursing out a dead man without Whoopi Goldberg there to let the ghost know how f***ing angry you really are. It's amazing enough that the previous episode got such emotional payoff of a game of rock, paper, scissors. At this point, Squid Game is just testing its luck and starting to make me regret I felt anything about this bullshit the first time through. Putting was on brain detail when Gi-hun is more responsible for the brain matter all over the wall in the first place.
아까 당신이 죽인 사람은 누구야?
그놈은 게임에 들어갈 참가자를 모으는 모집책이야. 하지만 내가 죽인 건 아니야. 그놈이 게임에서 쳤을 뿐이야.
Gi-hun has an odd way of saying he shot himself.
그놈을 알아?
가면들은 그 자를 대장이라고 불러.
Saying this as if it will be helpful instead of just saying, no, I do not know who he is.
얼굴을 봤어?
아니, 얼굴은 몰라. 검은 가면 쓰고 있었어.
Squid Game's really banking on its viewers loving dramatic irony because they're about to get 6 full episodes chock full of it.
성사장님, 경찰은 안 돼요.
Potentially taking you can't trust cops advice from a criminal.
아니 제가 젊었을 때 사기를 당해서 모은 돈을 다 날렸는데.
How I felt after subscribing to Netflix immediately after season 1 of Squid Game aired, only to have to wait a few years before getting to see season 2 somehow makes its way into the episode. Scene does not contain Lavelle Crawford and Bill Burr laying on this pile of money. Having as much money as Bruce Wayne, but an infinitely shittier Batcave. Shooting a gun without ear protection. Congrats on your tinnitus.
시간 날 때마다 와서 연습해 두세요.
Junho clearly heard a single gunshot from inside of his car, but no one notices AKs being fired off at the shooting range and calls the cops. Kids.
저녁은 먹었어?
네, 친구들이랑 햄버거 먹었어요.
그거 먹고 되겠어? 할머니가 고구마 짜놨어.
Episode expects me to remember who these people are enough to make me feel a feeling about them other than confusion. Rolling your window down for a strange man with a flashlight who refuses to show you his face or at least his badge. There are thousands of Lifetime movies that begin this way.
그래도 안사람 길인데 살아있으면 와서 꽃이라도 꽂아놨을 끼다.
Making assumptions, which only makes an ass out of you and shitty husbands who don't visit their wife's grave on their anniversary.
자기 콩팥까지 떼서 널 살려줬는데 나는 네 형수가 아파서 힘들어할 때 해준 게 하나도 없다.
Stealing your villain origin story from 1997's Batman and Robin. Leaving your sick kid alone in a crowd of people. It's not the 80s, sir. Learn how to be a more considerate parent. Also, this wasn't okay in the 80s either.
아니, 그래도 이렇게 갑자기 그만두면.
Labor laws in South Korea actually protect a worker's right to quit whenever they wish, while requiring the employers follow strict requirements to dismiss an employee. So yes, she can quit suddenly. She just can't be fired suddenly. I wasn't around because I was going for the Kevin McAllister Parental Award. I feel like this incident has to make me the shoo-in. I get that Gi-hun is bent on vengeance, but if being so hardcore involves getting a molar pulled out without any painkillers, maybe redefine the definition of hardcore vengeance just a tad. She came all that way to drop off the girl's hat? She's clearly a great person. There is no plot reveal that would ever make me think otherwise about this person. Nope. And still no ear protection on the majority of these guys. What the f***? Guns are loud, people. Then why are they practicing their marksmanship in a creepy hotel instead of at a range? Or just, not at all, because they already know how.
황영은 섬에서 얼굴이 노출됐으니까 놈들이 먼저 알아볼 수도 있어요.
As opposed to being the guy who won the competition.
Who is calling? Hello? 아빠?
Calling someone and choosing to breathe creepily on the other end instead of just saying anything or simply hanging up.
그래서 후드에 검은 가면을 썼다고 했죠.
예. 아, 그놈이 얼굴을 가리고 오려고 오늘을 잡은 거네.
Episode just made sure I knew it was Halloween so they could explain away no one giving a second glance to the random person in the Squid Game outfit. And that is 90 seconds of pointless setup that I will never have back. The only parties people have in movies and television are in clubs with glow sticks and annoying loud electronic music coming out of the speakers. Cliché. The statement is simply not factual. Maybe half the people are wearing masks, and that's stretching it.
이것도 장난감 같아?
Junho will pay 0 penalties for pointing a gun into this innocent man who is just trying to do his job's chest. Then might I suggest, I don't know, taking off the giant horse head that you never needed in the first place? Lee Jung-jae's performance is per usual top-notch. However, it is really hard for me to take him leaning in this menacingly towards a f***ing golden pig. I'm only human, people. Using the don't hate the game, hate the unjust society we live in strategy to justify murder.
좀 더 기다리세요. 인적이 드문 곳에서 잡아야 합니다.
Wait, what? If they're trying to kidnap Frontman before he disappears back into the game or ends up dead, then who the f*** cares about more crowded/less crowded?
세상은 어차피 그런 곳이니 입 닥치고 그냥 살라는 건.
Usually for this mentality to work on the uncontrolled masses, there has to be entertainment, like a coliseum or a brutal Netflix show that mocks the lives we're forced to live in a late-stage capitalistic society. Is there a Squid Game show inside the Squid Game show? I know this is supposed to be creepy and sinister, but once again, it's a f***ing golden pig, guys. This is a sin for shooting the glass twice and then stopping before you tried shooting through the seat. Maybe they got lazy and didn't bulletproof everywhere. Why give up now? Episode spends almost 20 seconds attempting to build tension on a scenario we already know the outcome to because we've seen Squid Game Season 1. Oh, and 1,000 other movies and TV shows that have done the exact same f***ing thing. Rolling down the window divide before the gas has done its thing and taking a chance on your driver getting knocked out before reaching the destination.
456번 게임에 돌아온 걸 환영하네.
Stealing the winner of previous deadly game is forced to replay said game in the sequel plot from Hunger Games, and retroactively giving multiple sins to Hunger Games for stealing all of its plot points from 1984 in Battle Royale. Nobody will be seated as the episode gives us a whopping 20 seconds of semi-trucks driving away in real time. Great reveal and all, but why do they have to get changed in the back of a semi-truck? They even have their own rooms at the Squid Game facility and everything. Is this the semi-truck of dramatic reveals? I've always wondered where they're kept.
Oink oink, my good man.
I gotta do it, man. Mexico. I have something for him. A gift.
Say ah.
매트릭스라는 용어 하나. 파란 약을 먹고 편히 살면 될 텐데 굳이 빨간 약을 먹고 영웅 흉내를 내는 인간들이 나오지. That'll do, pig.